Today's episode is our final recorded podcast. We will now be streaming live every Monday night at either 10 or 11 p.m. on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook. We hope this will help build a community of gamers we can interact with and enjoy a few drinks together. To join the community, subscribe to our Instagram or TikTok to follow along and talk about gaming with everyone. If you want to watch some gaming, follow our Twitch. All links are in the show description. Thank you for joining another episode. All right, Randy. So, you got any drinks today?
I was actually going to ask you the same thing right now. I was like messing with my volume.
No, not for me today. Today, since I've been feeling like shit, I thought it'd be best not to drink anything.
Well, I was pre-gaming, so I'm probably going to get a drink soon. A second one.
Wine, beer?
Vodka cranberry with a little bit of orange juice.
Okay.
It's nice. It looks, how to put it, sunsetty, if anything.
Yeah, kind of like a tequila sunrise minus tequila.
Tequila sunrise substitute vodka.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You're not crazy about tequila though, right?
No, that's you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tequila's okay for me. I like mezcal better.
Well,
smokier the better.
I mean, either way, it's still very dangerous.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, which is why I'm not drinking anything today. Any games you've been playing?
Aside from Binding, I kind of went back to Kingdom Hearts just for like the hell of it.
Nothing new?
Nah, there's not much that I want to play. I mean, I'm probably gonna get Deadly Premonition 2 soon, so I could like play that one and finish the series, I guess. But it's funny because like the reviews for it that I was looking at, like I don't expect it to be a good game or anything, but there was a lot of complaints and they're like, oh, it's so controls really weird, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what makes it what it is. Like, I don't know, Swery isn't exactly known for making like the most complete games per se, because he also made D4.
I don't remember what it stands for anymore, but I know. I know.
Dark Dreams Don't Die.
Yeah.
Yep. It's a strange game in of itself. So
yeah, I remember. I never played it, but I remember briefly about it, like reading reviews and stuff like that. No, what happened to Hitman? No Hitman. You never bought it yet, right?
Nah. I'll get to that at some point.
Okay. Oh, same here. I bought the game and I still haven't touched it. I've still been playing lots of Destiny. Trying to catch up on some things because I've been itching to do the raid with my new clan. So I've been trying to level up with that.
Is your new prestigious clan?
Yeah, big clan. It's a pretty big clan. I mean, not a well-known clan, at least I don't think so, but it's a big clan though, so it's always useful to find someone to play with.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I played the Outriders demo, which was pretty cool. Did you get to play it at all?
Oh shit! Right? No, I haven't downloaded it yet.
No? Oh, okay.
Nah.
You hear anything
I've only
about
been
it?
on like the PlayStation for like 2 hours this week. But no, I haven't seen anything about it. Heard anything about it. All I saw was the when you said the demo was out.
Yeah.
And then I was like, cool. I'll get to that when I get to that.
Yeah. That's life.
No, because also like I don't want to look into something and then it gets like ruined for me. You know?
Yeah, like the experience.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it a lot. It was actually pretty good. I won't ruin anything for you, but it's got a lot of potential. It's got its faults. But to be honest, I could really see this as like a replacement for Destiny.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hopefully if they fix the things that are wrong with the game, there's a bit of jankiness, a bit of corniness with like the way the acting is in the story. But it's cool though. It's like gameplay wise, which is the most important thing I would think, it's really, really good.
Well, that's good.
So today is another slow week. I mean, we could talk about the Sony State of Play thing. We could talk about that the entire time, but people could look up all the footage of all the games that they announced. It was nothing new either. It was mostly just the same stuff, just new gameplay footage of certain things, and pretty much not much of anything new. But we do have some news about something we previously talked about. So Square Enix had announced not one or two or they announced 3 upcoming games / content for Final Fantasy VII. We spoke about some trademark names Square had registered for, and it seems like now we know what they were for. one of the names, Event Crisis. This is now a game title for mobile devices. Fucking crazy. Which allows you to play the entirety of the Final Fantasy VII timeline. That's all the spin-off games, including like Dirge of Cerberus and Crisis Core. The second name was First Soldier. This game was announced as a battle royale game with the Final Fantasy VII spin. So you can shoot as usual, third-person shooter, but you can also do summons, magic, etc. And then the third game, it wasn't a trademark that we spoke about, but I thought we should mention it. It's a DLC for the remake, for the Final Fantasy VII remake, starring Yuffie during her time in Midgar. So did you see any of the footage for any of these announcements?
I saw like 5 seconds of First Soldier, immediately was like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
For Ever Crisis, remember how he kept sending you memes about like an HD version of the old graphics?
Yeah.
I love that it came full circle.
Pretty much.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
So I thought, I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. That I'm excited for though, like to actually play a prettier version of the old Final Fantasy VII. But what I'm more interested in, honestly, is like, what are they going to do with Dirge of Cerberus in particular?
What do you mean?
Because it's only for mobiles. Well, mobile devices.
Mm-hmm.
So is it going to be like they're porting the actual like full game onto this, or is it going to be like a kind of mobile remake for it? You know what I mean?
Good point, I guess. Well, it seems like a bit of the art style of when they were showing footage of Final Fantasy VII, mobile version. They changed up the art style a little bit, and even like the like the little text boxes that they show for like when the characters talk and stuff. They changed a couple of things. So if they change even the littlest of things like that, I would think they change other things and maybe even functionality for the games to work on mobile devices.
I'm pretty sure that they have like the turn-based combat. I could be completely wrong about this. No, they do have the turn-based combat.
They do, yeah.
For 7 with like the prettier graphics from remake. Yep. Yeah, okay. So I could see that they could probably put the full game in of itself.
It's strange though. Like, number one, you have all these games taking up a lot of space on a mobile device. I wonder why they chose phones. Why did they choose phones?
Well, maybe it isn't that much space, to be honest. Because I mean, Dirge of Cerberus is a PlayStation 2 game. Crisis Core was for the PSP, which in of itself wasn't that like space absorbing on your memory stick. Advent Children, same shit.
But collectively, though, I mean, I'm sure one game it wouldn't take much, but if you're having the entire collection with you on the phone, that's a lot of space taken up. I would think. Even assuming if possibly, each game was like a gig each.
Because I mean, fucking, they have Grand Theft Auto 3 for mobile, like literally from the PS2 onto the phone, and I don't think that takes up very much space. I didn't get it, so I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah.
But point is like maybe not. Either way, like it's still an interesting concept. I was kind of expecting Dirge to have like an HD remake for the consoles.
Yeah.
But I mean,
same thing with Crisis Core.
Yeah. I kind of would have preferred that, but it's just neat that they're like coming out with it again.
What are the odds of?
Core, right?
I did. I played that and Dirge.
Oh, you played Dirge?
Mm-hmm.
Lucky you.
It was an awful game. I hated it.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I played it because I was a Vincent fan and I wanted to know more of his backstory.
I think we all were Vincent fans at some point.
Yeah,
we had that little bit of edge in us,
He was like the heavy metal character that everyone loved, especially in the '90s. But what do you think the odds are of microtransactions in a mobile game?
Let me see. I'm trying to think of like in a gameplay standpoint.
Maybe like infinite limits or MP.
Buy cheat codes, basically.
Buy in cheat codes. I could see that happening.
Yeah, probably.
Or leveling up. Pay $5, gain 10 levels or something.
Or do a Words with Friends. Pay like $30 to get no ads for 1 month. That shit's insane.
That sounds awful.
I would actually hate it if... No, I'm pretty sure it's going to be paid. I doubt it's going to be a fucking free-to-play game. But if they had ads, that would fucking suck.
Yeah, it would. It really would.
Yeah.
I hope it's just a paid game. You could just pay it, have fun. That's it. No
And just play
ads, no
everything at once.
microtransactions. Just play everything at once. There's no
Mhm.
reason to diminish like the quality of these games that they know has a lot of like fan base.
Yeah, of course.
Well, we'll
Well,
see.
fingers crossed.
I'm willing to
'Cause, I
pay
mean,
for it.
Yeah, they didn't really do microtransactions in terms of 7 remake, right? Aside from like the DLC to get the extra summons.
Yeah, no, they didn't really have anything. They just had DLC, which is typical of any game.
Yeah, pretty fucking base at this point.
I mean, but Square Enix has done microtransactions before with their mobile games, and I've played them before. And being a Final Fantasy nerd, I fell into that trap myself. I was young at the time, but I fell into that trap too when they had these stupid tap and go type of Final Fantasy games, and you could pay money to how do you say, buy new characters and speed up the battle system and stuff like that. It was pretty bad.
So far, the only 2 that I could think of right now are both Brave Exvius and what is it? Brave Exvius. Oh, War of the Visions. But there was another one that was like way back when.
All the Braves, all the Bravest.
All the Bravest.
Yes, that was the one. ATB. That's what they were marketing as, is ATB, all the Bravest, because it worked with the what was it called, active time battle meter that like Final Fantasy VII kind of used more so than anything else. And so you had this meter that was put in. You could have like up to like freaking 20 characters at once.
You mean
in
all
one
the Bravest?
screen? Yeah, that's what I said.
No, I'm saying like you have up to 20. You have up to all the Bravest.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you, and then you could like unlock more characters, but like the best characters that everybody would want are under a paywall.
Oh, fuck.
So I wanted Cloud so badly, and so I paid. And here's the catch, though: you pay for these, for these unlocks, but the unlocks don't guarantee the character you want. It comes randomly.
Oh, so just like
so that's how they get you. Yeah. So
same thing with Brave Exvius.
Yeah, I think that was the sequel then, right?
Brave Exvius. That is. I don't think so. This one doesn't have the active time battle thing. It's what the hell was it? Brave Frontier is a game that's kind of like you have a party of 5, and then you can like recruit a guest character, and with that there's like different forms of rarities. And the newest one that they came out with was Neovision, and those are like really rare and really powerful. And when I started playing again, I got Furion and Onion Knight, and then I got Gabrant, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
That's cool.
That was pretty exciting. That one hasn't got me with any
microtransactions.
Like it hasn't dug in, it hasn't dug into my wallet yet.
Okay, yeah, that was.
I'm not even gonna say yet. I'm just like, no.
Yeah, so hopefully they don't do it for these next Final Fantasy iterations. We'll see. Hopefully not. If they do, if I find out they do, I'm probably not going to get it then, because I will be tempted to open my wallet for a game like that.
But for First Soldier, definitely not.
Definitely not. Well, let's get into that a bit more. Like First Soldier, for those people who haven't seen it, it's like a
prequel of sorts.
It's a prequel before like Zack and Sephiroth and all of them. I guess the initial establishment of the Soldier group. So you're playing as a soldier who's trying to, I guess, be the best one. And it's a battle royale game, and it's a third-person battle royale. Like I said before, you're doing magic. They show summons. I don't know what the appeal would be that you couldn't go and play something else that's a little bit better. Like, for example, what was the game you were telling me to play with the magic using, but it's like Fortnite? Spellbreak, yeah, something like that. Like that's been out for a bit, and that's kind of already established the whole magic / shooter mechanics. So I don't know what the appeal is for this game.
I just find it really weird to see them with like snipers and shit.
Right?
I don't know. That just like really throws me off.
Well, if it's the steampunk like worlds,
I suppose. I mean, I do enjoy like their use of magic in this. Like when the only thing that appealed to me in like the trailer was the the use of arrow to like launch yourself to a high spot, and the way that they used shell.
Oh, I missed that.
That was
They
really
use
about
shell.
It. Yeah.
Okay. I like that
they just make like a little hex barrier, and then like a fireball gets blocked, and I'm like, cool. It's not gonna play it.
Yeah, still not gonna play it. They even summon Ifrit too. You would think that'd be something I'd be hyped about, but I was like, okay, so it was kind of like summoning a mech or something like that. That's what it kind of looked like.
It's just weird, honestly. With the first soldier thing, I was pretty let down because I was hoping for like a Genesis spin-off game.
What do you mean?
You know Genesis, right? From Crisis Core?
The character? Yes.
Yeah, the red coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping like a.
I thought you were talking about the Sega system.
Oh, yeah, that too. Why not?
Yeah, actually, I was thinking that too. I was thinking that they were going to dive when I heard First Soldier and they were going to show footage. First thing I thought about was Sephiroth and Genesis. Actually, I was hoping they'll go more in depth on their backstory of growing up in Soldier, I guess, but that's not going to happen. Yeah,
sadly, because that would have been cool. Because it's obviously he's a very big part of Crisis Core. And then in Dirge of Cerberus, like the secret cutscene at the very end of the game, it's Genesis like coming back. So, you know, it'd be nice for him to expand on it instead of it just being like, hey, look, he's going to spread his wing and we will never hear about him ever again.
Maybe he'll be the big baddie in a sequel or something, or maybe in the Final Fantasy VII remakes. Plot twist: the last final boss in the remake is not Sephiroth.
It's Genesis.
It's Genesis. But who knows?
I mean, that would be cool, but fuck it. Just live with what we got for now.
So let's move on to the next article and final article. We don't have much today. I was honestly really, really sad to hear about this. I was looking forward to the next BioWare game. BioWare has announced the Anthem 2.0, or for some people who know it as Anthem Next. It has officially been canceled. They reported before that they would eventually let us know the status of the game after they spoke with their publishers and shareholders about whether they should continue or not. So that's it. It's finally over. They mentioned they really want to focus more on their other games, such as Dragon Age and future Mass Effect titles. So now they can pretty much use those Anthem staff and resources for those games. What do you think?
Future Mass Effect titles. Oh joy. I didn't play Anthem, so I don't really like care much about it. I'm very like indifferent when it comes to hearing this right now. But I don't know. I don't have too much faith in their future Mass Effect titles, to be honest. Like Andromeda was pretty
Andromeda killed it for you? Oh,
you have no idea.
Yeah, but I kind of also blame the publishers, EA, for, you know, they kind of pushed an early release for that game, and it clearly wasn't ready. And then it's the same thing with Anthem, actually. So Anthem, I honestly, so, you know, as much as I love Destiny, there are times wherein I kind of get tired of playing it, but there's not much else to play, you know, MMO wise for me that appeals to me.
World of Warcraft, hello.
I played World of Warcraft for a very long time, way before even the military, and I can't go back into it. I can't get into that kind of style of combat anymore. I just can't. I don't like it.
Come on.
So you know, I'm into Destiny because of the first person shooting aspect. I tried Division 2 and Division 1, and I loved it. I got up to the end game content and kind of fell through the cracks with that one. So I barely touched Division 2. And then, you know, you hear about Anthem and I was excited. Like, you fucking fly around like Iron Man and stuff, and you're fighting in this strange alien world, and it really did have a really cool story, even some of the back lore that a lot of people don't know about if you again read the lore that's in the game. So I was disappointed that the game was incredibly boring game mechanic wise, because it was a really bad play loop where it was just repetitive as hell. And they said that they were going to fix it. They said, you know, they weren't going to support the original. They're going to focus on bringing a 2.0. And I was looking forward to playing the game again. And sadly, it's gone.
Don't cry.
It's gone, man. Uh,
I mean,
but I don't know.
hopefully,
I don't know who to blame. BioWare or EA. I don't know. But
probably
it's
EA.
yeah. They probably didn't want to spend the money. They probably wouldn't want to give any more money to continue on something they probably didn't want to risk.
I mean, clearly they don't have enough money to continue it. It's not like EA has all these fucking paywalls that they like milk us dry with.
Well, you see that they're putting their resources in Dragon Age and in another Mass Effect game, and I kind of feel like they should kind of ease up on Mass Effect for quite a while. Maybe a new Dragon Age is in is ready to be revealed, or sorry, ready to be played, I should say, because it's already been revealed. But Mass Effect is still kind of fresh in people's head right now as being kind of bad.
Fucking, when's the last time I played a Dragon Age game? Origins, I think.
What was that? Maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago?
2009.
Oof.
Yeah, it's a fat 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was the last one I played. I enjoyed it to an extent. I'm pretty sure that like if they come out with another one right now, I would either be disappointed or pleased. But I'd be more willing to try it out than another fucking Mass Effect game.
Why would you be disappointed or pleased? What do you mean?
Because I'm not really like into the series like that, so I don't know how to feel about like each other title that had come out from then to now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I don't know if Origins did well. I didn't play 2. I didn't play Inquisition, so
yeah. I kind of dropped the ball with the Dragon Age series myself, so I don't know too much about it. But hey, they're coming out with another one. I mean, if it appeals to me, then I would give it a try. Mass Effect. I'm in the same boat as you. I'm treading water and being very cautiously optimistic about the Mass Effect game.
I'm good playing the original trilogy for now, if anything. Because Andromeda, they actually stripped a lot of the shit that they had like already kind of done in 3 and 2. Because it felt very bare bones.
It did, yeah. And then obviously also just poorly executed when it comes to like everybody knows about the whole animation issue, like with the character animations and stuff like that. So I can't understand how you can release a game knowing how janky it looks compared to your previous games and still be like just release it like, okay, yeah, we're good, this will be fine, yeah, people will love it.
Because even then, like BioWare, they're kind of known for their character models to be a little funky from here and there. Mm-hmm. Like Mass Effect has a bunch of funny ass glitches whenever it comes to the character models. Yeah, but Andromeda was like below that normal BioWare standard.
It wasn't even funny anymore.
No, it was actually like just bad to the point of being bad. It wasn't bad like, oh, haha, this is kind of funny. It's just, what the fuck is this? Like, what are we playing?
Yeah. Do you kind of feel like the tolerance for people like playing these games, like, and these, developers releasing games like pretty much unfinished, like the tolerance levels are kind of getting lower and lower? People are like speaking out a little bit more about these unfinished games that are coming out.
Yeah. I mean, Cyberpunk was one of the clear, things to show us that. But I don't know. I feel like that should have kind of began a lot sooner.
I mean, Fallout, Elder Scrolls, those always come out unfinished. They're still playable, but there's a lot of jank. There's a lot of glitches. There's a lot of things that are wrong with the game. And even like exploits and stuff too that people take advantage of. We're not even going to talk about the whole modding stuff because that's its own entity.
I just realized Bethesda has some really like weird ass games like on release. No, I mean like when it comes to like Fallout and Elder Scrolls.
What do you mean?
Like they're fun, but they're also like very incomplete and kind of just like easy to break.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are. And the thing is that they're known for that, and they're always forgiven for it. And I think that's where that line kind of starts to blur now because a lot more people are just like, nah, we're kind of fed up with this. We're paying all this money. You guys are raising prices now. Like games are going to be $70 soon. And you cannot keep releasing unfinished games. I understand that games are expensive to make themselves, but you need to bring quality product.
Everything's essentially a fucking beta now.
Yeah. So that's it for that. We'll leave it at that.
What are your thoughts for
on what?
No, well, the what is it? The audience. That's what I was looking for. In terms of like, BioWare shutting down Anthem for more Mass Effect and Dragon Age resources.
Yeah, have any of you looked forward to Anthem? Or are you sad? Are you mad? Are you glad that it's gone?
Are you indifferent?
Well, what was that, a taxi or something?
That
They
was...
probably has something to say.
Yeah, right? They're like, me. They're outraged about it, you know?
Yeah. What else is new about a New Yorker?
Just mad about everything.
Yeah, so we'll go with that. Send us any comments or something. Tell us what you think about the news. We're going to go into the community question of the week, which last week we asked you guys, how has gaming or games changed your life?
Right after these words from our sponsor. I'm just
No
going to
sponsors.
drink. Just commercial break. Come on.
This has been brought to you by this brand vodka.
Put the California raisins on or some shit.
California raisins. And you got a new glass of the same thing, or what'd you do?
No, screwdriver. Just vodka and orange juice this time.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. I'm okay not drinking. I'll be good today.
This is the Drunken Guardian.
Well, I'm never really actually drunk. That's the thing.
The Tipsy Guardian.
I'm the Tipsy Guardian. I'm pretty good with my alcohol, actually.
The sort of sober Guardian.
Which one of those things I should be responsible for? If anybody listening, drink responsibly.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Wow. Should definitely put a disclaimer there.
Yeah, right.
Please drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive.
Yeah, just listen to the podcast and drive. That's all.
Yeah. We'll drink for you. I'll drink for you.
Yeah. So, Randy, how has gaming changed your life?
Gaming has changed my life, but no, I'm kidding. I'm not going to make it read.
Like an essay.
Yeah, right. It's kind of just helped me, it's going to sound pretty cliche in saying that it's helped me cope with shit, but it's, as you know, I enjoy games with story and very heartfelt kind of shit. So 9 out of 10 times I get something out of it if, it makes me feel something. But, one game in particular, as you know, Guitar Man, it's more than just a music game, mainly because a sentimental value and shit like that. But the entire time, who is it? The main character you won, he's kind of put down, and he also lacks a lot of confidence in himself.
Mm-hmm. So
he goes throughout the entire game just being this, frail kind of wimpy dweeb and whatever. But at the end, he ends up realizing that there's more to him than what he thinks or what other people say. It's helped me realize there's going to be a lot of people that are going to talk shit about you and try to put you down or kick you when you're down. But that's not who you are.
So you kind of got some life lessons out of it.
Yeah, that's one life lesson I got out of it.
Yeah. Was there anything else?
There's just a lot of other stuff in certain games. One thing for sure is that it's definitely okay to cry.
I think that's one of those things is guys, they're kind of learning slowly about being okay, being actually emotional.
Which, it's nice. Sorry, I'm really enjoying this. I love orange juice.
It's not just for breakfast.
Exactly. It's also for hangovers. But yeah, no, it's just kind of the confidence and to have to do confidence that you have in yourself to do stuff, to be who you are. And even then with video games, everyone has their own kind of interest and shit like that. There's nothing wrong with that.
So you would say that it helped with your confidence level, just socially and I guess just in your life?
Yeah, individuality. I was going to say public speaking, but no, I don't really do much of that shit. Even this is weird for me, dude.
Oh yeah, being on a podcast?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I forget that we're doing it, and then I'm yeah, normal. But then once I look over and I see the mic, I'm oh shit, wait, hold on, I'm actually on this.
People are hearing this.
This is going to be on the internet.
Yeah, well, everything takes some time and practice and getting used to it and stuff. I guess that's that was the same thing with me. If you notice the difference between my first few episodes and now, it's very, very different. I still could do better. There's always a way to do better.
Oh, of course.
We were talking
no matter what.
Yeah, we were talking about getting the podcast actually starting to air live every week actually. So we might be doing that on Twitch, and I'll still throw in the audio podcast form in case can't watch anything. You could just listen.
And if
Always
people are up that
improving.
late, they could still join us. That's the
Yeah.
fun part about it being live.
Yeah, that's true too. That's one of those things that I was hoping for actually, is that since we are live, then you can kind of join us as we're recording and talking about this stuff, and we can finally get the community involved. Like that's pretty much the goal that I've been wanting to do here.
I was going to pitch an idea right now for like, you know how they have like the little kind of chat points on Twitch?
No.
All right, hold on. How to put it? There's, and I'm pretty sure most of like the fucking Twitch channels have this. But once you join them, you get rewards, I guess. But you could like spend those little points and like request that we take a shot. We take a shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna be tequila though, right?
You can do that. Oof.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. That sounds like a lot of fun. Actually, play some
It
games.
also sounds like abuse to the liver.
Oh yeah.
Ask a question. If you ask the question, we'll take the shot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I would not let anyone abuse the option, but it still sounds like fun.
Make a little drinking out of it.
I would still like to wake up without a hangover because it's been a long time since I've had a legit like bad hangover. And I like to keep it that way.
Said you weren't hungover when we hang out, right?
No, dude. And I pretty much drank every day. Like if it wasn't with you, it was with my other buddy Gene, which he's been on the show before too. And I've pretty much drank. I was there for 8 or 9 days, and I drank probably about 7 out of those. All of them. No joke. Yeah. And no Jesus. Hangover. No, I was pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, I wanted to catch up with you guys, So I was hanging out with you. Got to take advantage, have some fun, especially since I know, the bar industry is not doing so well. So it's nice to share that nightlife in New York again.
Well, what it is now.
It's bad, man. I felt really bad for New York when I went to visit.
But back to the topic.
Back to the topic.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's just kind of like made it.
Yeah.
What?
Go ahead.
Oh, it's just like made it easier to kind of like be oneself without any remorse, I guess. Like cheesily enough, unapologetically me.
Yeah, that's another thing that I learned. I probably not through video games, but I've learned myself to kind of just be unapologetic about just myself, the way I am, my opinions and thoughts and stuff like that. It's okay to be offended and not have to change things about it. For myself, I'm not talking about anybody else. You guys can be offended as much as you want. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm very much indifferent about a lot of things that go out in the real world because if it doesn't affect me, I'm not gonna insert myself in the conversation unless I feel like I have to, or unless you ask me to, anyways. So I just stick to what I know and what I love and just live my life. But
life lessons with the drunken guardian.
But so aside from those life lessons, games, that's the question. How has games changed my life? And I think games really they've especially taught me how to be passionate about, I don't know how to explain it. I think games have really taught me how passionate I can be about things and never stray away from it. Like at first, playing games at a young age, it was about escaping reality. So I just didn't really want to deal with the real world. And I still do it sometimes. But since games have evolved, I've kind of evolved with them. I've definitely become more social online once that became a thing, and it with the Xbox 360 days and the PS3. I've become more driven when I find an obstacle hard to overcome. And I have especially learned to manage my emotions when I get angry over something I can't control, in a video game, whether it be freaking Dark Souls or a online shooter or something.
A cheesy boss fight.
Yeah. Because when I was a teenager, even younger, I've broken controllers before. It was
That's
bad.
funny. I don't think I've ever done that.
Really?
No.
Yeah.
Like, video games can frustrate me, and the most that's happened was like I've squeezed a controller really hard, and I kind of jammed the R2, but that was about it. It's like now if I twist the controller a little bit, the R2 gets stuck, and I'm like, oh fuck, so I got to put it back to normal.
No, I've thrown controllers. I have thrown controllers to the wall, and then regret it a minute later once I cool off. And but yeah, games have gotten easier, I guess, but at the same time, there are some challenges, and I've kind of learned to control myself a bit. I also learned how to be more like kind of creative and imaginative since in gaming in general, we tend to explore all these different worlds. We've lived 100 different lives, and we make so many choices, good and bad. You can kind of compare that to real life. There's all the things that you can see and do and experience, and you take those good and bad choices and you kind of just live with them.
Yeah. I was also going to say, actually, like on top of what you're saying right now, problem solving, if anything.
Yeah. Aside from like puzzle solving, problem solving in general.
Decision making.
Quick decision making at that. And those are studies that have been around before. Like there have been studies saying that like games, they help you with your logical thinking and decision making and puzzle solving, just critical thinking in general. And I think that's like so cool that it could be used as a tool. You don't even know it.
Still shit on.
Yeah, it still causes violence, and it rots the brain. And I can't believe it. It's been more than 50 years since gaming has been out, and it's still seen this way. There's still this stigma.
It has been almost 50 years. Fucking, what was it actually? My brother and I, we started watching this like docu-series on Netflix about video games. I have no idea what the hell it's called. He just like put it on. High Score.
High Score, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just like saw the first 2 episodes like before getting on this. But it's pretty neat. Like all the cool shit that's going on with that. But I don't think people are ever gonna like really see it for what it is.
How could you not consider gaming to be social now with professional gaming? It's on the rise. Like this stuff is like televised now. People are winning millions of dollars. You're being social. You're putting together clans and groups, and you're mingling with other gamers as yourself. You have an entire audience or crowd just cheering you on. It's big. It's a big thing now.
Because I guess because people don't really consider just like an online thing as actually interacting with somebody, which I think is total bullshit, honestly.
Well, like we could argue about that in the 90s. Like you could say, oh yeah, you're being antisocial because you're sitting on your chair. But now that's the primary form of communication now.
Yeah. Especially now.
Especially now during this pandemic. Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, cause what is it? Back when I used to play WoW, I only knew one person in person in the guild, and that was my brother. But everybody else, I don't know who the fuck they were in real life. But seeing how I started playing, how old was I? I was like fucking 12 going into 13, or like 13 already.
Yeah.
But I played for a good 5-6 years, and most of those people knew me like as I was growing up, and I knew them as they were growing up, and what they were doing like with their families and all this other shit. So with all that time knowing them, I felt like I actually knew them, and we were actually socializing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
But people won't consider that to be an actual relationship, like a friendship, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, even relationships have come through online gaming. People have gotten into relationships and gotten married over a video game,
like fucking on Roblox.
But so I thought I'd mention some of the people in the community who have answered that specific question. How has gaming changed your life? Riley Kotz Pollard, he said on TikTok, gaming has changed my life, letting escape my life letting escape the harsh reality of today's world, but it has also taught me a lot of things. And of course, I asked him, what has it taught you? He said, never leave a man behind, even if it's life or death. Trust is hard to earn, but easy to lose. I like that.
That's really good.
Yeah.
First thing that came to mind for some reason was The Walking Dead, the Telltale series.
The first thing that came to mind was like a healer class in a battle royale or something, like, or a hero shooter. Like, those are the guys
Mercy
you have to trust
Overwatch.
and rely. Yeah, those are the guys you have to trust and rely on. You know.
See, we have two very different opinions on this right now, honestly.
Okay.
Because you're saying that you rely on them, but me, seeing how I play League of Legends, I am super jaded whenever someone else support. 9 out of 10 times it will not heal you.
Do you prefer being the support?
Oh hell yeah, when it comes to that, but I don't heal. I mainly tank as support. So it's more of a defense instead of like, it's more to protect than to
maybe you just
revitalize.
found some really bad support before.
Sir, that's like there's really bad everything on League of Legends.
Of course.
I'm not saying I'm amazing, but like holy shit.
Well, I still,
yeah, no, those are actually.
I myself prefer to be a healer myself. I love like Mercy, for example, in Overwatch. I like being a healer in a few stuff. I mean, they even have a healer class in a sense for Destiny, so I like doing that as well.
They do.
Yeah, the Warlock, he has like he can throw like this aura on the floor. They call it a well, which heals everybody that's in the AoE. And so it heals you and it gives you an overshield. There's even a gun called Lumina that you can, you shoot the enemies with, and it stacks this buff. And then when you shoot a hipfire shot, it has a homing bullet that heals a nearby player. So there's a couple of healing techniques you could do.
That's really fucking cool. What the hell?
Yeah.
Is that in D2?
Oh yeah, that is D2. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it is a lot of fun, and the Warlock's well is very, very important, especially in raids. So
is that for like a certain class or?
Yes, it's a specific class called oh geez, it's a solar class. I can't remember the name anymore.
Oh, eesh. Okay, never mind.
I'm really bad at remembering a lot of things, if you haven't noticed. But I'm gonna move on. Son of Cade6, he's on TikTok. He's one of our usuals. Back. Yeah. He mentions gaming has changed my life by helping me make friends during hard times in my life and teaching me to laugh at myself. And of course, I responded back, humility is definitely important.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of like that also as a different answer.
That one's really good.
Yeah, humility is actually a big thing, especially when you're with your friends.
Yeah, because sometimes it's like if you do too good, like your ego could get the best of you, but nah.
Yeah,
everything that goes up is definitely going to come down.
Yeah,
so it's kind of best to laugh like once you actually fall.
I think we've dealt with a lot of those kind of people who are kind of full of themselves. They know the game inside and out. They're the best, and they know all the stats and all that stuff. And you should follow their lead and do everything they say. And yeah, that's not the type of player everybody wants.
No.
That's pretty much it for that. That was a light community comment section this week.
No Instagram?
No Instagram, actually, surprisingly.
No
Instagram. But that's it for that. Damn it. I did not do a guess the game this week. Wow, I am so sorry. I did not do a guess the game this week. I mean, I'll post one up, but they're definitely not going to be able to answer right away before this recording is done. So I guess we'll leave it for next week. I'll post up today or tomorrow a new one. That sucks. So would you have any community questions that you wanted to ask before I jump in and give my own?
Yeah, let's make this one a fun one.
Okay.
Not an emotional, heart-touching, force you to drink one. Alrighty. So, if you could have any power from any game at all, what would it be? And to clarify it, I don't just mean like just a simple ability or whatever the case, but even if it's like a simple prompt, you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean.
Okay. So let's say your character doesn't exactly have an ability that they could use in said game, but it only comes up whenever like you do something in the QTE, or if they tell you like, oh, press this to do this in a playable cutscene, if anything.
So you would still allow that? Like that's
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The shittiest example, to press F to pay respects. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I wish I had that power. So if you can have any power in a video game, what would it be? I like that. That's good. Okay. And no, shooting a gun does not count as a power. So all the Call of Duty players out there, you guys have fun with that game.
Infusing your gun does count as a power. Looking at the hunters from Destiny.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that involves
what is it,
like
golden gun?
Yeah, golden gun.
Yeah, that. Yeah,
so
I
that's
should
it.
honestly like get onto Destiny.
You really should. And then like you could level up too, and then me, you, and Kevin could play. I can get you guys in a raid. Play with my friend Danny.
Oh, then it could be the 4 of us.
Yeah, and then you got 4 people. All we just need to do is find 2 more.
We also accept community people.
Hell yeah. Well, nobody's talking.
If you are on Instagram or TikTok and you want to play, by all means. Fucking, even if you want to play Borderlands with us, like, we just need one more person.
Oh, yeah, I'm down. How many people can you play? Just 3?
4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
See, because you got me, you got Kevin.
Yes.
Just that one more person.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. Somebody listening to, once we start airing everything live on Twitch, maybe somebody could join us on Twitch and we'll take them along with us when we start streaming that same night.
We'll hold your hand.
Yeah. Like you guys did me. Oh. Well, I'm going to end it there. That's it for this episode. So don't forget the community question. If you can have any power from a video game, what would it be? Be sure to check out our TikTok account and the Instagram account as well. You can even send us an email at thedrunkenguardian@gmail.com. Comments, questions, critiques, whatever it is you guys want. We're going to start streaming in Twitch soon. Not just for gaming now, but for the podcast itself. So look out for that. So that way we can interact with you a little bit more. Randy, you got anything?
Give us some drink recommendations, actually. This is something that I do kind of want to know. What drinks do you guys like? Like, aside from the community question of like the powers and shit, like, you know, what beers you prefer, you know, spirits, you know, liquors, whatever the case.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, curious. Cool. We could even ask that some shit Twitch.
Yeah. If there's some shit I haven't heard about, you know, I'm down to try it.
Oh, yeah.
Just
there's some weird stuff out there. All right, man. So we'll see you next episode. We're probably, you down to stream?
Yeah, I'm down.
Cool. All right. We'll see you.